So you may remember me getting this Ertl Thomas a few videos back. I think it's time we go through my childhood ones. Kept them all in this tin ever since I was a kid, and I dug this tin out of the basement because I'm in the mood to take a look at what I had. Alrighty, so if you want to take a closer look at this Thomas, I already did a video. I didn't have a Thomas as a kid, so you're not going to find a Thomas in here, but I'm very excited to see what I had. Alrighty, with Thomas out of the way. This is a really nice tin, isn't it? I always liked Mavis. I always like the look of Mavis on this tin. And it's got some other characters on the side. It's just really fun. You know, for little kids, it's very fun. And we always used this tin to store the Ertl trains, because the Ertl ones were metal, and thus they were more special. Alrighty, so let's get this lid open. Alright. So, that art up there is really nice. I mean, those are all the classic characters, pretty much. That's so nice. Alrighty, so you can see we had quite a few. Let's get into it. So first up, we had this. It's a guy on a thing that pumps, but I don't think it pumps because I don't think you can actually move it. No, I remember as a kid I was very upset because you couldn't actually move it. Yeah, it's horribly out of scale with the other trains. Never really liked this one because you can't even move it. And it's also horribly out of scale, but hey, at least he looks nice. Nice little jolly guy right there. Yeah, it's cute. I like that. Alright. Poor Harold has seen some better days. I've seen some samples of this with both of the rotors gone, or the whole thing just missing. We just managed to break, we just broke it. Thankfully, it's not totally in ruins. He might be able to fly a little bit, but man, this Harold has seen better days. If I decide to fully recollect this stuff, I think I'd have to get a new Harold, because his nose is scuffed. He's scuffed all over the place. Broken propeller. But it's Harold, man. Harold's a really cute character. I always liked Harold. Keep in mind, I'm not a Thomas superfan, so I am not sure. Rusty, there we go. At least it says the name on the side, so I remember. Yeah, I know good old Rusty. At least this one's not that rusty. He's a little worse for wear. He's a little dinged up. But yeah, he's not too bad. I mean, keep in mind, we played with these as kids. Ooh, look at that clip. That's really getting stressed. We might have tried to pry it open instead of just putting the thing through it. Man, that's a cool one. I like Rusty. Rusty's nice. Next up, we have Lord Harry. Here's Lord Harry. I always thought his face was goofy. He's a goofy one. But I always liked his paint. He always had a lot of nice paint detail. Man, the Ertl trains were really nicely detailed. I don't know if I'll be able to identify all of them. I don't know if it says the name on the bottom. It doesn't. So there might be a few characters here that I will not know, and I'm sorry. Let me know down in the comments if there's any I cannot identify because it doesn't literally say their name on it. Yeah, Lord Harry's a cool one. What else we got? We got Wilbert. We got Wilbert. Wilbert's a nice one. I actually don't recall Wilbert too much. Yeah, he's nice. Did I have this as a kid? Because sometimes when I get stuff, like, as a collector, I end up putting it with the stuff as a kid. I might have gotten this in the post office or the thrift store, and I just put it with these other Ertl trains. Because I don't remember this one as a kid, but for all I know, I did have it. I played with these when I was very little. I revisited them from time to time as a kid, just to kind of admire them, because I always thought they were cool. But when it comes to playing with them, it was like, kindergarten, first, second grade kind of times. Still, though, really like that one. All right, these are the iconic characters. I know these ones. There's Henry. Henry's in pretty decent shape. The face looks good. Scuffed up a little bit at the thing there. Scuffed up a little bit on the side. It's almost like he's got blood on him. Yeah, the paint's not too bad, actually. A little scuffed, but it's nothing that a little bit of paint might be able to fix. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with this one. I'm thinking I will probably, if I end up adding to this collection at some point, I'll probably keep my childhood Henry and the other character in there. Yeah, that's really nice. Probably the only one I think I'd have to rebuy would be Harold, because he's just in such a state. Alright, so there's Henry. This was the only other main character that I had. I had Edward. Edward always kind of looked funny to me. He always looked like my neighbor. For whatever reason. I just saw him and I'm like, he looks like my neighbor. Still though, Cool little train. Really scuffed up on the side there. Something horrible happened. Trouble on the tracks. Yeah, I like him. He's really cute. Oh man, I love Thomas stuff. Alright, what else we got? This one was always a favorite of mine. I always thought he looked really cool. Sodor Ironworks. I guess this is a Diesel. I don't know the exact name. I'm guessing he's just called Diesel, for all I know. He's really nice looking, though. I always liked his little bit of stubble. I think he had a brother that didn't have stubble. But still, I think he's really cool looking. He's really chunky, too. Man, I always loved the Ertl ones. They were always my favorite. Alright, we also had some vehicles, too. I'm not exactly sure if this is Thomas branded. It is Ertl, though. Yeah, it's Thomas and Friends, so it's just a little taxi. That's nice. Just add it to the Sodor display, I guess. Even though I don't really think my collection would ever reach that point. We got this guy. He's made of plastic, actually. He's just like a passenger car, but he's also an engine, maybe, possibly. No idea what his name is. It doesn't say. I don't think his name is Ghislaine. I doubt his name is Ghislaine. 2001, though, so he is a newer one. Yeah, 2001, I would have been 3. So, yeah, definitely have probably had it for that long. Never really was too big into this one because he was plastic. And then this one, I always liked. There we go. Long boy. Very goofy face. If we're going to get in... There we go. Camera's working. There we go. Look at that. He's funny looking. No idea what his name is. It must not be Ghislaine because this one also says Ghislaine on the bottom. So yeah, I do not recall the name. So yeah, any trains I don't know off the top of my head, please let me know in the description or in the comments so I can identify him. Yeah, he's cool. I like that one. The face, I always liked the face on it, even though it's a little derpy. I remember liking the face. Alright, and this one I definitely know. This is Diesel 10. This is from the Magic Railroad. Wasn't he the bad guy? I always liked the look of this one because it was weathered. It was so cool to see a Thomas Ertl train that was weathered. That just looks really nice. I really wish the scoop had a function. When I was a kid, I was always disappointed that I couldn't actually function the scoop on top. But still, I love how, even though this is a more modern one, it still uses the exact same system as the old trains. So even the ones from the 80s can work with the ones from the early 2000s. I just think that's really nice. Alright, halfway through. Thumper, I think isn't. Yep, Thumper. I remembered. I remember good old Thumper. Really liked this one because he actually does have a thumping action. I'm pretty sure he did, didn't he? Maybe my wooden one did because I think I had a wooden Thumper. Yeah, I had a wooden Thumper. That one had the action. This one I'm pretty sure is just literally the toy. It's just Thumper. He still has the treads though, which is nice. That's the kind of thing you wouldn't expect to last throughout the years, but here we are. He's got the treads. Better not move him too much because they're probably gonna deteriorate. Yeah, always liked Thumper. Very unique kind of train. He's not really a train though. He's more like a tread vehicle. All right, what else we got? We got some cargo saved from scrap. This is something for the trains to haul around. And then we got another one right here. Another little car for them to haul around. I like it. And then these were very distinctly my brothers. These are the Horrid Lorries. I always really liked these guys. But my brother, he was the one that really liked them. He just kept them with these. I'm sure he'll probably ask for them back at some point. But for now, they just live in this tin. This is Lorry 1. So he's seen some better days. This isn't what we did. This is actually how he comes. He comes with all this icky goo on him. Yeah, he's definitely not doing too good today. Let's take a break from the lorries to show off this weird one. I always liked this one, though. Don't know the name. But yeah, I remember it wasn't like the character. Yeah, remember at the end of Thomas when it showed off all the different characters and it just played the theme. I remember this one was there, but I do not know the name of this character. Still, though, really like this one. Alright, lorry time. This was probably my brother's favorite, Lorry 2. I'm pretty sure Lorry 2 was his favorite. You can see he definitely played with it quite a bit. Does it have a year on it? Ghislaine, 2001. So, again, I was 3 years old when this came out. My brother would have been around 5. So, yeah, 5-year-olds will definitely have a fun time with good old lorries. So, there's one more lorry. I just keep knocking everything over. Lori 3, I think my brother liked all of them. Yeah, Lori 3, he has a little bit of stubble on him. I like how they're different characters. It's almost like they're brothers. So there's Lori 1, 2, and 3. He actually has removable cargo, which I believe is also compatible with Lori 1. Yeah, you can use it with Lori 1 too, so that's really cool. Yeah, man, I like the Loris. I don't know why they're called the Horrid Loris. I think I'm going to have to start keeping them in the tin. I don't know why they're so horrid, but oh well. Here's a car. Is this Ertl Thomas? Yeah, it's Ertl Thomas. It's just a car. Nothing too special. But still, again, if you're collecting these and you're into world building, you know, here's a mail van, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Sodor mail. That's cute. I like it. But we've got a few more. I never knew if this was a character or if this was just a train that didn't have a personality, but it has no face. This train has no face. I don't know the name, I don't know the backstory. Even as a kid, I was so confused. Like, why does this train not have a face? It's just a train. And Thomas, what? It's just a normal train? It's a cool looking one, though. I'm just surprised it doesn't have a face. What else? What's here? It's a boat. Sodor Valley. It's a boat. That's nice. Nice little Sodor boat. All right, what else we got? This one also doesn't have a face. It's a little fire engine. That's cute. This one actually does have a functionality, though. You can actually move that up. Unlike other ones that don't have a freaking functionality. Oh, that's a fun little noise. All right, what else we got? Ooh, that's special. I remember really liking this one. Heavy recovery unit, Sodor. Burke? I don't know if that's his name. I don't know if his name is Burke. But yeah, I actually remember liking this one. I liked the yellow and something about Thomas characters with stubble on them. I don't know. It was just satisfying to me. It's like, oh yeah, they're hard at work. They're, you know, they don't got time to shave. Yeah, I don't know his name, but he's cool. Alrighty, last couple ones here. Oh, wow, I remember this one. He's so mad. He's so mad. Free the roads. Railway bus. Bulgy? Maybe that's his name? Maybe Bulgy is his name? Join the Anti-Rail League. Oh, yeah, I can see why he's a bad guy. Join the Anti-Rail League. Yikes. What year is he? 2001. So, yeah, this guy's an absolute menace to society. Look at that face. Oh, yikes. All right, and last one. Oh, I remember having this one. This is sad. It's the same one, but it's broken. Maybe we broke this one and we got another replacement, but we still kept this around. Oh, it's so sad. It's broken. It's actually surprising that it's broke, because that's literally like die cast right there. It broke at the metal. All right, though. I think that's it. That's the Ertl Thomas collection. I'm going to lay them all out for you guys so you guys can get an idea of what all we had. I do have to say, though, this tin is really cool because it also has like a train track display on the inside. Oop, forgot one. Yeah, it's got a train track. Oh, no! That's the other piece of the broken one. Yeah, it's got a train track on the inside. It's also kind of gross. So yeah, you can also use it as a display piece. Here we go. This is my childhood Ertl Thomas collection. Ah, man, it's so fun revisiting these. Ah, dude, it's like, yes, this was from my childhood, like my very young childhood. It's not, you know, the kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, Clone Troopers, G.I. Joe, like I was a little older for that stuff, but when I was really little, Thomas was definitely up there for me. Star Wars always had a presence, but Thomas was one that was very prominent in my younger years. And it, you know, it came back every once in a while. Every few years, even as an older kid, I'm like, I want to watch some Thomas again, because it was quality. Thomas was quality. And hey, the fact that I went out of my way to get a Thomas that I didn't have as a kid shows that these toys not only had a lasting impression, but are also really high quality. I mean, many of these are over 20 years old. Some of these are probably pushing 25 or 30 years old. They're still holding up very well to this day. They're really cool. I really like them. Honestly, if you are a Thomas fan and wouldn't mind having yourself a bit of a Thomas collection, I'd say go for it. You know, go for it. There's no harm in getting some weird train people with faces on them. It's all good fun at the end of the day. It's toys, man, and I love toys. I'm thinking I might go and I might get myself a Percy and a James and a Gordon at some point. I don't know when. I'm just happy with the collection as it stands now. And I'm happy that I was able to unearth these and show them off for you in a video. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Let me know what you think. Do you have any Ertl Thomas stuff from your childhood? Let me know down below. Or do you collect them now? That'd be really cool. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. Special shout out to the patrons at Patreon. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Alrighty, there we go. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.